What's up guys, it is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Saned, and today guys I want to talk about and review Jordan Peele's 2017 horror comedy slash drama, Get Out, and wow, this movie was quite something guys, and it's a film that was written and directed by Jordan Peele and was produced by Blumhouse Production. I didn't like any of their films except for The Gift, which was made by Jason Bateman. I love that movie so much, like I love this one. And Jordan Peele's 2017 horror comedy slash drama is a very unique, original film. And I don't use the word original all that much, but this film, as I walked out watching it, it really was something original, guys, because there are moments watching this movie that really caught me off guard. There are moments I tried to predict, but I was totally wrong in my prediction. And the basic story is about this young couple, Chris Washington and Rose Armitage. And Rose Armitage is played by Allison Williams from the HBO TV show Girls, which I haven't watched in some time. I would like to catch up on season 3 and so on. And Chris Washington is played by Daniel Kaluuya. I really love this actor so much. I haven't seen him in any other films besides this one, but after watching him in Get Out, I can't wait to see more from him, guys, because he was that damn good. Rose Armitage is a very sweet, charming, loving young lady who loves her man, and she wants her parents to meet her man and to get to know him more. Chris, however, is very reluctant about that because he feels like her parents will not like him, being that he is a black man. But Rose, being the loving and very understanding girlfriend, insists that Chris gives it a chance and come and see them, which they do in the countryside. On their way to Rose's family home, they hit a deer on the road, and man, that deer, guys, seeing the car make contact with that poor old deer was just so sad, but at the same time, it's kind of symbolic in that way, especially later on in the movie. When Chris finally meets the Armitage family, Rose's family, including her parents and the very deranged brother. Initially, the Armitage family are very nice, very open, and very welcoming, and they really like Chris, and they are very proud of their daughter for finding such a smart, intelligent, handsome young man. As the story goes on, however, Chris feels like something is very strange and very off about the Armitage family, especially when he meets the Armitage family's workers. That includes a maid, Georgina, and their other worker, Walter. And Walter and Georgina feel very strange and very awkward, especially in the way they behave, and something is definitely strange about the Armitage family. And by the second leading up to the third act, the film gets stranger and stranger, and Chris's life is turned into a living hell. And man, guys, the experience watching this movie was really something special. I wasn't only scared by this film, but I felt so uncomfortable watching it. At the same time, I laughed my ass off at certain moments in the movie. I might sound crazy and weird because I really am, but there's one moment in the film when Chris was out, just taking a breather after experiencing the strange nature of the Armitage family. And as he's out in the middle of the night, he sees Walter running straight at him. I mean, this brother was jogging right at him at full speed ahead like Rocky Balboa. And the moment he reached up to Chris's face, he turned right, and Chris thought that he was coming at him. So did I. I was the only one in the cinema who was just watching Walter come right at me. I was like, dude, no, no, no! Walter was just jogging, and Chris was so relieved that he's alright. But as he turns his face to the left, and when Chris turns to Georgina, she's looking at herself in the mirror and just checking her face and just, marveling over her beauty. And then she looks directly at Chris, and Chris was in total shock, as was I. I felt so bad for Chris Washington because every scene that he's in with the Armitage family, excluding his lovely girlfriend Rose, I felt very uncomfortable around him, and him being the only black guy in this white family doesn't help at all. No, it does not. The absolute best highlight of the movie for me, however, is actually Chris Washington's best friend, Rod Williams. And Rod Williams is played by Lil Rel Howery. As loyal and caring as Rod Williams is to his best man, his buddy, his boy Chris, he is such a perverted, weird as hell fellow. When he makes comments about Rose Rose, it's always very sexual, and this guy is so unrestrained. I mean, I love this guy to death, I really do. He is my favorite supporting character of the film, but I'm like, dude, restrain yourself, brother, please. Being that he is the best friend to Chris, he warns Chris not to go to the family because he created this whole conspiracy theory in his head that the white family and the white community over there are abducting black people and hypnotizing them and turning them into sex slaves. I'm like, wow, dude, are you for real? What's even more hilarious is when he goes to a policewoman, a detective actually, and tries to convince her to save his friend. Rod actually goes to her and explains to her that his boy, like many other black people, have been abducted, hypnotized, and turned into sex slaves. And her reaction, along with her peers, was just priceless. I mean, they were laughing at him like I was. I mean, what the hell? How are they supposed to take you seriously, brother? The way I'm describing the story and just how insane it really is a fun, hilarious film, but at its heart, it has a very strong message about racism and racial tension, as well as a very political undertone to it, about how this family is a democratic family. Rose's father, Dean Armitage, actually tells Chris that he would have voted for Barack Obama a third time had he been given the chance. The story definitely has those political and racial undertones going to it. I really like the way Jordan Peele tells the story, and especially the way he sets up the tension between Chris Washington and the Armitage family. And there is something very off about Rose Armitage as well. Rose is very loving and very caring to her man, but there's something very off about her, just like the Armitage family, and I felt so bad for Chris Washington. Watching Chris experience the horror of the Armitage family as the story unfolds is really hard to watch at times. At the same time, Jordan Peele manages to make this film very fun, very energetic, and just very thrilling, especially when Chris's friend Rod Williams is brought into the story. And I love Rod Williams, I really do. I have the biggest crush on Rod Williams and Chris Washington. I mean, Chris because he's a handsome young man, and Rod because he's a very goofy doofus motherfucker. These two brothers combined are the best of both worlds for me. Besides how much I love those two, I really like Jordan Peele's writing, direction. The performances by everyone is good, especially by Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams. And the actor who plays Rose's father, Dean Armitage, is good. And I also love Catherine Keener as Rose's mother, Missy. And I love the actor who plays her brother, Jeremy, who's played by this actor, I think his name is Caleb. Rod Williams is played so well by Lil Rel Howery. The actors who play Georgina and Walter are also very good. And overall, the performances, the writing, the cinematography, it's all really good. Get Out is absolutely stunning. I mean, this film looks so gorgeous. I love the soundtrack, the music, and the opening and closing theme of Get Out. I love it so much. The opening and closing theme is really cool, very hip. It's very catchy too, but also very unsettling like the rest of the film. Jordan Peele's Get Out really surprised me a lot because before I went into the movie, I saw that this film was very highly rated. It got, I think, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and after watching the film, I can see why. This film, guys, is so good. I mean, it is so good, and the story, once again, is very unique and very original. To see a horror film this original, this unique, and a film that really does catch you off guard and make you feel unsettled, it is horror at its best, while also being a fun comedy, at the same time having a powerful message at its core. I do recommend you guys and gals watch Jordan Peele's Get Out. It's a really surprising film, and I'm sure you all will like it. And that's my review to Jordan Peele's 2017 horror comedy slash drama Get Out. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.